Okay, y'all. Sorry. The phone got hot. It won't get it turned this way. Okay. So yeah, it kind of got hot. So we're back. Hopefully you guys can tap in. If not, the people that was watching before, if not, you can watch this replay. So anyway, we're gonna wrap this up a little bit. These conversations got a little bit deep, okay? So we said a couple should go on 2 to 3 dates a month. What means most to make someone feel loved? Words, actions, and gifts. What means most to you? Words, actions, or gifts to make a person feel loved?
I mean, for me, gifts are cool, but, like your words, and your actions.
Definitely actions.
Definitely, like, your words can be a way to uplift somebody, and also can be a way to tear down somebody.
Ooh.
So, your words are very important. And then, of course, your actions.
But what means most to you? The words, actions, or gifts? Like, what would you
words
think?
And actions.
What would you think is the most important thing in a
words
relationship?
And actions are important to me.
But if you had to choose one, what would you pick?
I can't choose one.
I know what I'm just saying. If you had to.
I would say your actions.
Actions, yeah. Actions to me would mean the most to make somebody feel loved in a relationship. Actions. So my love language is actions, acts of service. Like, what can you do for me? Even with friendships, relationships. Like I said at the beginning of this live or the other live at the beginning. If you are tuning in here, go rewatch that at the beginning where I said that friendships is just as important as relationships. And so it's just it plays the same thing. So basically, actions in friends, because that's what we're teaching our girls too. As a friend, what can a friend do for you? You have to see their actions. A lot of times you can tell people's actions by the first time you meet them, or whatever later down the line. You can tell how people's actions and how they treat you. So
I think it's
and that's the same thing in a relationship too, because friendships and relationships go hand in hand. So you just have to, I feel like actions, because I think a person can say whatever they want to say to you, but they can still treat you bad. Like people are big talk out here. People will talk that smooth game and just kind of like slide you in to begin a relationship with you, but then next thing you know, they turn around, they not answering your phone calls, they didn't cancel the plans they had with you, so a lot of times, actions really will show a person's true colors.
Yeah,
so.
And that's why it goes back to like, when you see that person, and whether you have a crush on them, whether that's your, dream spouse, having that conversation with them to see where their mind is at, because it can save you some time, so that way you're not in that situation. That's what I would do. But actions always been important. Like I always looked at like, from elementary friends that I'm still friends with now, that they've always been there no matter what. So a gift didn't mean anything to me because they was there during my lowest points and then my highest points. And so I know if he was there for my lowest points, I know you're gonna be there for my highest points. And so I think just
and I know I said this before in my blogs, that materialistic things doesn't make me happy. A person's actions make me happy. What can you do for me? Is the love that you giving me, is it reciprocated? Because if it's not reciprocated, I ain't messing with you. I ain't dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? So what can you do for me? I don't care if you buy me gifts. I don't care if you buy me, not saying you. I love and appreciate all the gifts you gave me. But I'm just saying in general, gifts, money, car, house. Because a lot of relationships too. Oh, a man put me in the house, or his man bought me this car, or that shouldn't make you happy. Like, did that make sense?
I see where you're going. To me, I've always...
Like, to me, I'm trying to say materialistic things should not make you happy. Is this man loving on you? How is he treating you? All that goes hand in hand.
Yeah, yes. I've always looked at actions like,
because a man could buy you a house, buy you a car, and still beat on you.
Yeah. So I've always looked at actions like, like the smallest things, like, from grade school all the way up now, it's like little small things. Is that person supportive of you? Is that person someone that, when you just need somebody to talk to, are they there for you during that time? And then vice versa. I think those are the key things, like that person's.
And then if you have kids, you have to see those actions on how he treats your kids or how she treats your kids. So, actions to me, the question was, what was the most someone can make you feel in a relationship? Was it words, actions, or gifts? So actions is our, what we stand on. Actions. How can you treat me? Make sure it's reciprocated. Describe a perfect relationship. This is our second to last one, y'all. So, describe a perfect relationship. No relationship is perfect. So it's even hard to even describe a perfect relationship, because let me just say, no relationship is perfect. Everybody have their ups and downs, but a relationship can be perfect by working on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you find two people that are perfect together. That's the perfect relationship. It's two people that's perfect together. Okay, like us. Okay. So anyway, go ahead. What would you say?
So I would say for a relationship to be successful, because no relationship is perfect, I would say just to have those tangibles, trust, love, the actions, how you treat somebody, stability, all those things. So I would have it like I would have it kind of like a cocktail, and well, I would actually call it a cocktail of success, and having various different things in there that helps you have a successful relationship.
I would say healthy. I'm not talking about, I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying, instead of the word perfect, I would consider a healthy relationship a perfect relationship. That's how I would say it. And like he said, if you meet all those criteria, trust, loyalty, communication, some honesty, respect, all of that is a healthy relationship. And that's what you have to look for in your relationship into order to get to 18 years like us, So
then I'll also say, just even with that relationship, believing in each other's dreams, working together,
supporting,
being supportive. So like, a person has a dream, to really support them through that process in their dream, and vice versa. I think that when a person's coming to you and they're saying, hey, this is what I want to do, even if you don't agree with that,
or you might not know nothing about that person in that field.
Even if you don't agree with that situation during that time, just to hear them out. And I think that's where your pathway is going to be very successful, because they know they can come to you versus having to go out to somebody else if they don't feel supported or valued.
That's good. Very good. And, so like I said, that person don't even have to know what that other significant other is doing, like in their field or whatever. And if they just want to support, whether that's giving her money to go towards her business, or giving him money to go towards his business, and just showing support, networking him, putting him in certain rooms or situations to help him grow, or her grow in their whatever they got going on, or whatever they got doing or whatever. So
and all that will go back down to all the questions you even asked, which I think you strategically put these questions in a certain way, because they all reciprocate back to the first one. If you're supporting that situation like that, it's gonna build the trust. It's also gonna show where you was able to not be stagnant. You made change. It's also gonna then go into the aspect of now you're able to support one another with the date nights and different other things, because you have the time, you have a balance. So I think what you did was you put this a certain way to fall back in.
Hey, I got tricks up my sleeve. But last question, y'all. I know it's getting late, but it's getting a little deep in here. Okay, so describe a perfect vacation for a relationship. Describe a perfect vacation.
I would say where you just have unlimited fun.
All right, now book my trip, nigga. Okay, so period. We out of here, y'all. My birthday coming up next month. Okay, so we about to go on that perfect vacation. So I just had to tease him a little bit and throw that little question up in there, because I wanted to see what he got planned for me. Okay, so anyway, I love and appreciate y'all. Hope y'all enjoy Steph Talks. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, if you were tapped in. Okay, and I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Okay, so I love and appreciate y'all. Good night.